So let us try to understand what is an exactly application, what is server, what is an SDLC. Let us understand again these three questions and we will be move forward. What is an application? Please anybody help me. The working software which is written any programming language we call as an application. That application we're going to be placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website like a Flipkart or Amazon, book my show. Repeat one more time. So what is an application? The working software which is written any programming language we call as an application. That application we're gonna be placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website, guys, please. But what about SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. In SDLC, we have a several stages, several phases, several stages, several phases we have like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. So by following these are all the stages, we can able to produce an application and we can able to do business in internet in Flipkart like and Redbus kind of application, IRCTC kind of application. For example, if you want to produce a Flipkart kind of application, what exactly we can? So first we need to gathering information from the client. Gathering information from the client. Gathering information from the client. So how exactly the login page, how exactly the registration page, how exactly the payment gateway, each and every information will be gathered based on gathering information. It will be design. Design is nothing but what? Plan. According unto the planning, our developers will implement the lines of code. The lines of code. Once if it is an implement by lines of code, whether it is working or not, our tests will be verified. Our tests will be verified. Once if it is verified, we're gonna be placing on hundreds of servers. We calling as what? Deployment. Placing our websites on hundreds of servers. We calling as what? Deployment. Once if it is deployed, we can access our internet as a website. Whether it is working or not, we're gonna be monitor and maintenance. This entire process, which we are calling as what? Software development life cycle. If you are a software developer, if you are a software engineer, directly, indirectly, we are all part of this SDLC process. If you are a developer, can write the lines of code. If you are a tester, can verify the functionality. But if it is a DevOps engineer, what exactly we can? Let us understand right now. So DEV is nothing but what? Software development. OPS is nothing but what? Operation. The combination of software development plus operation we call as what? DevOps. So that means what? Our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operation. Ends with what? Operation. So our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operation. So that means we are part of coding, build, testing, release, deploy, operation, and monitoring. So, but to be frankly, we are not writing any lines of code. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are gonna be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to operation. This is an exactly our DevOps process, but DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a process. It is not like a Java. It is not like a .NET Python. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a process. Which process? An automated process. An automated process from dev environment to operations. While we implementing an automated DevOps process, usually the developers are keep on writing lines of code. These lines of code we are going to be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time with the high quality with low cost is nothing but what our DevOps transparent pipeline. Our DevOps transparent pipeline, guys, please. I'll repeat one more time. It is very important point. So the developers are keep on writing lines of code. These lines of code, as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time with high quality, with low cost is nothing but what our DevOps transparent pipeline. So once if you are getting into the company as a DevOps engineer, so we are going to be replacing a complex pipeline with what? A transparent pipeline. So our SDLC process, we are calling as what? A complex pipeline. Our DevOps process is a transparent pipeline. Sir, why we are calling SDLC is a complex? Because of it is a manual process. From analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance. So it is a manual process. Due to this manual process, if we got an issue, any problem, for identification, it will take long time. For resolving issue also, it will take long time. That means if it is take long time, definitely the cost is increased. The quality will be decreased. So that is the reason we are gonna be replacing with an automated, a transparent pipeline, an automated, a transparent pipeline. So due to this transparent, due to this an automation, even though if you got an issue, any problem in middle of the process, easily we can able to identify, easily we can able to rectify. That means what exactly? So the cost is reduced, the quality will be increased. So this kind of feature we are expecting by DevOps. So as a DevOps engineer, what is in exactly our major roles and responsibilities? Replacing complex pipeline with what? A transparent pipeline. Complex pipeline with what? A transparent pipeline. But actual DevOps transparent pipeline is look like this only. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have a planning, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operation. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operations. That means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. But to be frankly, we are not doing any planning. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to operations. Got it. But how exactly we can able to implement this DevOps process? By using tool stack. Which are all the tool stack we are gonna be using? Which are all the tools? Let us be list down, please. So Git we are gonna be learning. Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, configuration management with Ansible, with Chef, Amazon Web Services like AWS, which you are calling cloud, AWS cloud. Docker is a container technology. Kubernetes is an orchestration tool. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool. Negios is a system monitoring. Elk, Elastic, Logstacks, Kibana. By helping of ELK, we can able to monitor our applications. And Terraform. Terraform. By using Terraform, we can able to create infrastructure in any cloud. So by helping of these are all the tools like Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, and Ansible, Chef, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Negios, Elk, Terraform. By helping of these are all the tools, we can able to implement an automated DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to operations. While we implementing our DevOps process, while we implementing an automated, a transparent process, whatever the lines of code which is written by developer, we are gonna be delivering into production environment from dev environment to production environment within a shortest time with high quality, with low cost, with low failure rate is nothing but what our DevOps transparent pipeline. But while we implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline, while we implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline, we required infrastructure. What is infrastructure? What is an exactly infrastructure? Yeah, before understanding this, I have one more question. Please answer to me. What is an application? Anybody help me as we discussed in the beginning of the class? What is an application? Can you reply anybody in the chat box, please? What is an application, please? Website, simply which you are calling as what all of you, website, the working software which is written any programming language. We are calling as an application that we are placing on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website. Am I right? So what is an application? Application is equal to the website. Please be keeping in mind until completing of this course. So for deploying this application, for maintaining our website, what kind of infrastructure is required? That is my question. So for maintaining a Flipkart kind of application, what kind of infrastructure is required? Maybe majorly servers are required, networks are required, database is required, storage is required, and so on. So these are all major infrastructure is required for maintaining our websites, for maintaining our websites, yes, please. But the question is, how many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? How many ways to get infrastructure? We can able to get either from physical environment, virtual environment, or from cloud. Or from cloud. To specifically, to specifically, so what is cloud computing? What is a cloud? What is cloud computing? So before understanding what is a cloud computing, before understanding what is a cloud computing, so before understanding what is a cloud computing, let us try to understand what is this, what is a data center? What is a data center? The huge computing power, keeping in a rack wise, in a big room, we calling as a data center. What is a data center? Anybody help me in the chat box? The huge computing power keeping in a rack wise in a big room, we calling as what? Data center. These data centers are located in different geographical locations, like in Singapore, like in US, like in Hyderabad, like in US, in South Africa, in so many places. AWS expanded in a region wide. Any cloud, not only AWS, any cloud. So, what is a cloud computing? If you can access the remote placed resources over internet from these data centers, we are calling as what? Cloud computing. Let us understand one more time. What is a cloud computing? Sorry. What is exactly the cloud computing? Let us understand one more time, please. So the remote placed resources such as servers, network, storage, databases, if we can access over internet from your laptop, is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. Any cloud is not providing anything. We are not buying anything. Just we are going to be getting only rental based infrastructure. Based on usage, we are going to be pay rent. Based on usage, we're going to be pay rent only. So I'll repeat the question. Listen very carefully. So for deploying our application, like Flipkart kind of application or a Netflix kind of application, what kind of infrastructure we require? Either servers, network, database, storage. We can able to get it from cloud. Based on usage, we are going to be paying rent. So cloud is a rental based infrastructure. By using cloud, we are not buying anything. Just we are gonna be getting a rental based infrastructure based on usage. We are gonna be paying rent for every month. So to understand, I'll give one more example to understand this point. So for example, if you want to go to railway station from your home, you want to go to railway station. Just for reaching a railway station, are you going to be buying a car or rental car? Which is easy for you? Anybody help me in the chat box, please? Just for reaching railway station, are you buying a new car or else rental car? Obviously rental car enough, am I right? Book a Ola or Obora rental car. get it immediately within 10 minutes, getting into the car, reach to the railway station, whatever the tariff you can pay, no need to maintain driver, no need to maintain car. The same way, just for deploying a Flipkart kind of applications. So what kind of infrastructure we require? That infrastructure we can able to get it from cloud. Based on uses, we're gonna be pay rent. But which cloud we're gonna be learning? So in the market, so 3 leading cloud providers are available, like Azure, like Google, like Amazon Web Services, AWS also. But we are gonna be learning AWS. We are gonna be learning Amazon Web Services. In Amazon Web Services, totally, we are gonna be learning 4 modules. Which are all the modules, guys, please? So VPC model, EC2 model, RDS model, and S3 model. VPC is nothing but what? Network. EC2 is nothing but what? Server. RDS is nothing but what? Database. S3 is nothing but what? Storage. Let it be repeat one more time for our understanding. Please be mentioned one more time. So EC2 is equal to servers. VPC is nothing but what? Network. RDS is nothing but what? Database. S3 is nothing but what? Storage. So what kind of infrastructure required for deploying an application? Can we able to get it from cloud or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, obviously, we can able to get it. Yes. But let us understand what is a VPC. Let us understand what is a VPC. What is EC2? What is RDS? What is S3? Let us understand one by one, please. So let us start with what? VPC. What is a VPC, guys, please? VPC is nothing but a network. VPC is nothing but a network, virtual private cloud. Virtual private cloud. So an office kind of network, if you go for any office. So we have a private network, a physically connecting computers. There's that we are calling as a private network. The same kind of private network, the office kind of private network. If we can access our internet in a virtual form is nothing but what? A VPC. I'll repeat one more time this point. A office kind of private network, if we can access our internet in a virtual form, is nothing but what? VPC. VPC. By helping of VPC, we can able to create n number of networks. Anybody can able to getting into the AWS. You and me, anybody can able to getting into the AWS. Once if you getting into the AWS, we can able to create your network, your private section. You can create my private section. This is my friend's private section. In AWS, anybody can able to getting into that. But once if it is getting, we can able to create our own private section. In that, we can able to create a servers. So these servers who can access, who can't be accessed, we're going to be writing a rules and regulations. So to understand this point, I'll give an example. So for example, Gmail, am I right? You and me, anybody can able to getting into the Gmail, am I right? You also can log in, I am also can log in. That means what? You can able to read my emails? No. Can I able to read your emails? No. It is completely secure. The same way, everybody can getting into the AWS. That means you can't read my resources. I can't read your resources. It is completely secure. Got it. And I hope you understand this point. Okay. For example, one more example, you have a 10th floor office building. So many companies are available. So you can getting into your office, you can able to work with your office, but not all the floors. Am I right? The building is a cloud. Everybody getting into the building. That means you can able to access your office, but not for other office. Same way here also. So what exactly the VPC? VPC is a virtual private cloud. That is your private section of AWS, where you can place your resources, who can allow, who can't be allowed. We're going to be writing rules and regulations. This is an exactly a private VPC. So once if it is create VPC, on top of it, we can able to create a servers. So what is EC2? By helping of EC2, we can able to create a service. So the computing power, if we can access our internet in elastic form, is nothing but what? EC2. 1E2 sys is nothing but what? EC2. 1E2 sys. That's what EC2. By helping of EC2, we can able to create server. Server is just like your laptop, which are all the components available in your laptop. The same components we are gonna be using in our server also. But your server is just like a laptop, but your laptop is just for home purpose. But server is placing your application like websites like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show. We can host, we can place our websites on top of the service. Clear? Elastic means what? Flexible. A flexible kind of computing power, increasing, decreasing, decreasing, a flexible manner, that is which you're calling as what? Elastic kind of computing power. If we can access our internet is nothing but what? EC2. Ananta. Okay. So it is not a fixed, it is a flexible. It is increasing, decreasing based on the requirement, based on the need, based on the load. Automatically, their infrastructure will be increased, the infrastructure will be decreased. That kind of computing power we calling as what? EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. We're gonna be an experience coming sessions. So let us understand with an example. For example, let's say Netflix. So if you want to place a Netflix kind of application, so how exactly the first step? First, we are gonna be creating a VPC network. Under VPC, we can able to create a server. On top of the server, we placing our Netflix kind of application. Then we can access. But what about customer information, login information? Where exactly can able to place? We can able to place our application on relational database services by helping of by helping of RDS relational database services. We can able to get a database like MySQL, or Oracle kind of databases on top of on top we can able to place our websites, please. We can able to place our Yeah, is it please? Audio is clear. Audio is clear, all of you. Can you confirm in the chat box, please, all of you? Audio, videos, everything is clear. Yes, please. Audio is clear. Audio, videos, everything is clear. Can you confirm in the chat box? Yeah, thanks. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for some network issue, please. Yeah, let us continue, guys, please. Yeah. So I hope you people understands very clearly. So what is the purpose of VPC? For network, for EC2 servers, for RDS database. But what about why we are using Netflix? Why we are using Netflix? Browsing. Why we are using Netflix? Why we are using Netflix? For browsing web series, am I right? Hollywood movie like a Blu-ray, a kind of uh, movies. It is if I think so. It is a larger files, am I right? If it is a 3 GB, 6 GB files, this kind of files can able to handle by RDS, can able to handle by database. No, that is the reason we are gonna be using simple storage services S3. By helping of S3, we can able to upload, we can able to download any kind of file, any kind of larger files we can able to upload into the S3 bucket. It is just like a Google Drive. It is just like a Google Drive. How we can handle Google Drive the same way, we can to handle a bucket also. We can upload, we can download any kind of file like video, audio, text, any kind of file we can able to upload or download over internet from any device. It is an online bucket. So for deploying our applications, what kind of infrastructure we require, either network or service, database, storage, we can able to get it from cloud by using AWS. On top of this infrastructure, we can able to place our websites. While we placing our websites, we are required an automated process. Which an automated process? DevOps, an automated process. By helping of DevOps process, we can able to implement an automated process. While we deploying our application, we can able to do it on AWS infrastructure. So simply I can say AWS is a providing an infrastructure. AWS is what exactly? Providing infrastructure. On top of this infrastructure, automatically placing our websites very easily by using of our DevOps transparent pipeline. So that is what exactly we are discussing for today. That is what exactly we are discussing for today, guys. Please, all of you. Got it? So let us understand before taking your questions. Before taking your questions. Before taking your questions. Let us revise one more time our course overview. Our course overview. Let us repeat one more time. Then I'll take your all the questions. So total duration of this course is 4.5 months. 4.5 months. In this 4.5 months, completely, 2 courses will be covered. Complete DevOps will be covered. Complete AWS administration will be covered. So, which are all the prerequisites, guys, please? Linux basics will be covered. And shell script also gonna be covered. No programming like Java, .NET, Python is not required. You require laptop with this minimum configuration. Yes, friends can join in this course. Experienced students can also join this course. And any graduate can also join in this course. So a daily class recording videos after the demo via Google Drive equal to Nexus. Resume preparation, interview question and answers, 4 live real-time projects, 80% of soft material. So our course starts with each and every class is a practical implemented in front of you. And daily 1 hour class, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. every day. The classes are Monday to Saturday, Sunday is an optional. You're going to be paying 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, complete AWS administration, daily recordings. So this is our admin number. So this is our admin number. You can Ananta, please talk to our admin via WhatsApp. They will help how exactly you can pay. Okay, so this is our admin number 9297 This is our course content link. So if you double click on it, uh, you can able to see my course content, guys, please. So that's it, and guys, please. So any questions, please ask me in the chat box, and you can talk to me also, all of you. So guys, please, any questions, all of you? So do you have any questions, please?